we go.
There we go. We are live.
What up, Geminis? How you doing? I miss you guys. Time to read for you. Welcome in. It's me, Archer, your Gemini, and we're going to take a look at the energies for the beginning of June of 2026. But whenever you find this reading, add 7 days to it, you're good to go. All right? This may resonate to any place in Gemini. And if you have not met yet, we are hanging out live on both streams with Sunshine Intuitive Tarot. Getting her channel up and running. She does awesome oracles. So we're going to switch up the readings a little bit this week, where she's going to open it with some oracles and give us a final angel number message. And I'll just do my usual Archer stuff. So it's my first day on the job. I'm actually named Jan Hugglebuck. I'm just filling in. Archer called off again. He's downtown on Broadway somewhere. We don't know where he's at. He might not come back.
Slacker.
So I might have to do this forever. I don't know. Anyways, let's keep going. Play the reading backwards. You'll figure the rest of it out. All right, Gemini, let's tap in and tune in. We're going to open it up with your oracle messages from Sunshine Intuitive Tarot. Then I'll come back and I'll see you in a moment.
All righty. Hi, y'all. And also, thank you so much on YouTube. Checked before we went live on Gemini. I am at 600 subs now. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Very nice.
All right. All right. Let's go ahead and get your messages. Okay. So for some of you Geminis, you might feel loneliness. You may be or have had relationships that you really weren't happy with just for the sake of being in a relationship. And it's okay to be by yourself. Be okay with being by yourself before you get into another relationship. You got to learn to be yourself, heal yourself, and all that good stuff before you actually get into that. And then also, you're trying to project an image. Some of you might just be trying to project yourself as somebody you're not in order to get another person or things like that. It's not really you. Just be yourself. The right people, that's the thing y'all need to remember. The collective needs to remember is the right people will stay around and stick around. And I'm not just talking about a romantic sense. It can be family, it can be friends or anything like that. The right people will not leave. So be yourself. And if you feel that have this analysis process, the anxiety that you can't be yourself, then you really need to think about how that person's role in your life and if they need to stay in your life. Hi to everybody on TikTok also. And then the other thing too is that in this world, we have so many soulmates. It's not just one particular hone in that is a soulmate. There are so many types of soulmates. You have family, friends, pets, romantic relationships, things like that. Just know, don't pigeonhole it to one person that's a soulmate. Just know that there's all types and forms of soulmates out there. So that's what I got for y'all. I'm going to hand it back over to Archer.
All right, Gemini, as I was connecting into my energies to see what was coming in for you, the deck jammed twice in a row. And when my deck's jammed, it tells me to spinny up. All right, so right now, we're not worried about any more of the intros and everything. First things first, Gemini, because this reading's for you. So come here. I'm going to grip you up, give you a little bit of a hey, it's going to be okay, Gemini. And we're like, thanks, Archer. Then I'm going to surprise you with it. I'm going to start spinning around. Your hair's going to blow in the breeze like you're in a Jeep with the tops off. Jeep wave, totally cool. All right. So you start feeling a little better, a little happier, a little funner. All right. And then once you feel a little bit better, then you can enter into the CMA Fest Live All Signs giveaway. What's up, Max? What's up, Sparks Inevitable? Hey, you guys cash this queen shirt. You guys all got to enter. All right. Check out the most recent All Signs. It's linked in the channel. Links in my bio. And there's details everywhere for TikTok, YouTube, everybody. All right. You still got until June 5th to enter. And there's like over 24 chances to win. Yeah, there's a lot. We got swag from Sunshine herself. We got stuff from Caitlin Petty, Shelly with the Manifesting Journals, Magical Manifesting. We got the Blooming Feminine Academy. Monica. So there are awesome gifts. Thank you, Jen. I'm rubbing your glue. You're amazing too. So definitely check out the most recent All Signs and enter. All you got to do is make sure you're subscribed. There's a little bit. It's like a scavenger hunt, but it's cool. No money involved. A little bit of point and click work. Just make sure you're subscribed to everybody in the Archer Network. And then over on Sunshine Intuitive Tarot's YouTube or Facebook, Rewind, YouTube and TikTok. And both. I am on Facebook though too. You can leave both. Just leave a comment somewhere on one of her TikToks or one of her YouTubes. And also, you got to leave a comment on Caitlin Petty, somewhere on one of her YouTubes or her TikToks. Easy peasy. You can knock it out in 5 minutes. And that's it. You're entered. You can leave multiple comments, and I will enter your name multiple times. When I'm waking up in the morning, going through my coffee, I page the swords on both their comments. Everybody gets entered. So leave a comment everywhere. You get entered a dozen times. You win a whole lot of cool stuff. All right? So let's dive in. And remember, too, Gem, if you are in Nashville, Tennessee, or you can get there this Saturday, June 6th, come and see us at the Cosmic Closet in person. Get a reading and be a part of an All Signs. All right? Yes. Okay. God, tap me in, tune me into Gemini's energy and give me everything you got for the pretty fly Geminis. What up, Angel Eyes? Shelby.
Thank you, Maddie.
Thank you guys for stepping up, Mod Squad.
Thank
you guys
you
are
so
killer.
much, y'all over on TikTok. Thank you so much.
All right, Gemini be fire right now. So let's do it, God. Give me everything you got. Why did Gemini need the spinny hug? First week of June 2026.
Hi, Amanda.
Gemini finds this reading at 7 days. I have the Ace of Swords that popped from the deck. That means I'm connected in, and that is my hey text in the tarot. In that you guys do have communication coming in to help clear the air. Some of you guys might be getting more into vision boards, intention boards, maybe doing some manifesting just by journaling, and even if you're just like putting notes in your notepad. The stuff you're typing, Gemini, you might have the ability to clear text where you don't even realize it, Gem, but when you are picking up your phone and you're typing, you're channeling. Your thumbs are actually doing the typing for you, especially for those of you that send something like, whoa, that's not unusual for me to say something like that. What's making me do it? God's like, I did that. All right. So it's going to help communication to get restored because God knows you guys both want it with 6 of Cups. This does go pretty far back. All right. So we'll see what's up. Scorpio, Libra energy, 3 of Pentacles. Some of you guys might work together. Could be a work connection or that you're in similar industries. All right. But the 3 of Pentacles in my decks, that's the guardian angels, both yours and theirs, keeping you guys on your right paths with the Page of Swords to learn from these lessons in order to come together. All right, so I like it. That's a good message, and I'm not even shuffled in. All right, let's keep the energetical rhythm. Let's do it. Just like a 1, 2, 3, 4 for the song. We got to maintain the rhythm. All right, it's what I was trained to do, Gemini. Okay,
Sorry.
Let's go. Give me 2 shuffles. Here we go. Ready? No, maybe. Who knows, right? Not me. 2. Which one of you am I picking up on? Are you the indecisive one, or is it your person that don't like making decisions? All right, I'll find out because that's my job. All right, let's go. 2 shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the pretty fly Geminis, because all the signs say you're pretty fly for a Gemini. Nice. Oh, I knew there was judgment being cast out. Over energy is judgment. Scorpio energy, right? You guys are both in a place, especially with that 6 of Cups popping, that you're thinking back about why did it go the way it did and why isn't it working out, right? If I didn't know better, I think it's your person that's the one that doesn't like making decisions, because I know a lot of Geminis, and you guys, not only do you know how to make the decision, but you take action on it. That's why you're the mutable air sign. You can adapt to whatever's going on around you and come up with thoughts on the fly. I got Gemini, Mars, and Mercury placements in my chart, and it's pulled me out of a lot of sticky situations, right? So let's see what's up with this, because I do think with the High Priestess and the Page of Cups, I think you're manifesting the conversation. Somehow you guys are both stuck and you're manifesting them unsticking themselves. I hope I'm making sense. All right, let's try it. Let's find out. Some of you guys have been noticing like candles flickering, or if you light a lighter, it's like you're in a hurricane and the flame blows out. Could just be lighting candles. Doesn't have to be anything else. But let's see where it goes. All right, give me 3 cards on Gem, 3 cards on the person, and 3 cards on the outcome. All right, there we go. All right. We have the 8 of Cups, Pisces energy. That was delayed reaction. We have the 8 of Cups as Pisces energy.
That's what you're phrasing.
The 9 of Swords, you, and the Empress. See, it is like internally this person is driven you to your own self-work and to rediscover your self-worth. And right now we've got Venus is in Cancer. We have Mercury, your dominant rock, going into Cancer, right? And then retrograding. All right, you and Virgo are actually going to be seeing a lot of more emotional depth into your thoughts and the way you process, because you rule over the 3rd house, right? So you're the one that rules communication. But with your dominant rock going into Cancer, the communication is coming from the heart. You're going to wind up thinking more with your heart than your head, which can oftentimes put an air sign into a position of the Sunday scaries. Because you are very decisive, Gemini. When you make a decision, you think with your head. You're an air sign. With your dominant rock into Cancer, you're going to be receiving a little bit more emotions. So you guys could be dealing with a Virgo possibly. I've also got some strong Libra, Taurus on this. So there is cusper energy coming in, okay? But the 8 of Cups is doing the inner work and walking away from those people and places and things that made you feel emotionally unavailable or like you weren't good enough, right? That's what's going to allow you in this time to process and level up. You're coming into your Empress energy, reinventing yourself, rediscovering yourself, and in a way, almost feeling comfortable with, like, think of it like positive affirmations or talking good in the mirror. Like maybe for the past past cycle. Let's use the past cycle of your dominant rock Mercury. The past couple of months, you've been really down on yourself. You're not good enough. You're not smart enough. You're going all Megan Maroney. You're not pretty, right? You're coming into a new vibe with your dominant rock going into Cancer, that cardinal boss water sign energy, that you're getting the vibes that when you finish doing yourself up in the morning in the mirror, that you're like, Gemini, you're looking good. GQ sign in the house. Some of you guys might even have some strong Scorpio in your charts, or somebody might even be dealing with a stellium somewhere in your chart. Thank you, Saya. Thank you for liking.
Yes, thank you. Thank you to all of y'all over there that
are
loving
right, so let's see what this is. And I really feel like at this moment, only about 8 or 9% of you are in no contact of kind. I feel like a lot of you guys might be married. This is almost like a marriage or relationship that something was said awkwardly or made you possibly even feel like they had other options, but I don't pull that. I think your person's been doing work in the silence, and that's a bit of it. This is the part that for the 8 or 9% of you that are still in no contact, this is what's going to end it. And even for some of you guys with this Empress coming out, because remember, the Empress embodies all 4 queens. Even my male Geminis, you got all of these queen energies. We all have masculine and feminines in our charts. And so this is the one that even for my single Geminis, you won't even suspect it, that somebody may straight up hit on you in public. You might get like a really special message on your coffee cup, something like that, right? It might even be just like that. You rock. See, this is why I like Tennessee energy so much. Look at the cool stuff they put on the cups down here. Everything in Tennessee energy is just better. Anyways, nothing against Michigan.
It's just more fun here.
And my sad grandma always said, if you don't have anything nice to say, Archer, don't say it at all. Anyways, that's fine. So let's see what's going on. Let's go into their vibes.
Say it.
Some of you guys, this could be a long distance relationship, right? And some of you guys are like married in the same home, and yet with the 9 of Swords, your energy, it's like you're in no contact yet. You guys are living together, and it's the awkward silence of how do we get through this, right? The wife is putting the dinner down on the table, being like, there, take it. The husband's like, I ain't eating it. Screw you. It can be that weird, awkward stuff that goes down, because that's how you really get to understand each other. You guys are like having to adjust how each other functions. But then for those of you that it is a long distance relationship, it's that 9 of Swords silence when they're not reaching back out, when they're not contacting, that makes you feel like, oh God, this is the history repeating itself. Here we go again, right? We'll get clarifiers to see, and now we're going to pull into their vibes. All right, so let's see what's on them. Okay, right out of the gate, I'm a Cancer, so I can't rip the Band-Aid off, but I can at least soak it in warm water and then peel it off gently and then give you a dumb sucker afterwards. Hi, Jeff. But on the 3 of Wands, God is actually giving a thumbs up to your person in that they're actually doing the work and actually practicing their tests. He's not letting them make good on this until they come incorrect, because everything that you've been through, they got to step it up. You can't keep doing the in and outs, the wishy-washy energies. Some of you guys could be dealing with an Aries where like it's their way or the highway kind of a vibe. They might even have strong Aries in their chart, Gemini. But Scorpio with the 5 of Cups, seeing the Ace of Pentacles. High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio for Judgment. That's a lot of water. Okay, I get it. Is it just the fact that they were always quiet, always bummed out, always seemed depressed, kind of rocking some kind of an emo vibe, and you would look at it as like, come on, get happy, right? And then their ick would bring you down, and then you were the one having to try to play the cleanup crew, being like, oh, I'm sorry, they're just having a bad day today. Oh, I know, they're quiet because they're going through something. And you were always the one having to clean up what they did when they came in with like the stuff they would say, the stuff that they would lash out about. And you're the one always trying to like clean up after them, right? Some of you guys, even on this, it could be like dealing with somebody that may have had like depression issues, or like, I almost feel the vibes, and I'm not a doctor, so don't take this as etched in stone, but like a bit of like seasonal depression or bipolarness. When it, like, does it always rain when they're sad or something? Or like when you guys are sad, it connects. Something about the weather may resonate, all right? Some of you might even work in weather. Might even be like a meteorologist or on TV. Yeah, maybe I'm talking to a Gemini who's in the public eye somehow. And this Empress, the Etsy queen. Some of you guys actually like do your own craft work or hobby work. Maybe like my male Geminis like do woodworking or something, or welding. Or my female Geminis, maybe you paint or you write or you do like clay motion. Some of you guys might have stuff on Etsy, or you should be, right? Maybe some of you guys just happen to be the best crocheter this side of Mars. Or my men, you know, you can make a rocking chair better than anybody else, right? You got money in your gifts. Remember that your hands and your own skills and abilities are worth something, and always know your worth, right? And that's a bit on this one that you've been in. But on this one down here, this 3 of Wands on the 5 of Cups, it shows they're clearing out that cycle and they're wanting to come in correct. Now, remember how the Ace of Swords popped at the beginning? It is now becoming an Ace of Pentacles in their energy. So if you guys haven't heard from them, like remember this within the next 7 days, I really feel for a lot of you Geminis, you're going to get a text or your phone's going to go off as these words are coming out of my mouth, because you guys have a way of making peace on this. And remember, the aces in the tarot represents ones. I'm feeling the vibes. This could be as soon as 1 day, 1 hour. Some of you guys are married and together, and it's just that awkward fight that happened last night that they get home from work and they're like, look, I'm sorry, straight up. And you guys have a way of working through it, because tarot sometimes has a habit of turning everything into a tarot novella when it's really just your person's not opening up and you're nervous because like they ignore your messages, they ignore your comments, they ignore your texts. And it's like, well, I just saw you posted something, yet I'm sitting here undelivered. And then it leaves you in a point of being like, are they hiding something? Are they doing what they did before again? Or can I even trust them? But I think on this one, this Ace of Pentacles, is that they're clearing out that mindset. And I do like that I don't pull anything like, oh, they're battling with an addiction, or they're dealing with this, or there's third party. I don't pull any of that. I pull somebody that gets into their head a lot, has a hard time coming up with this. This is the first person that would look at me and be like, hey, cross watcher, what do you think about Gemini? Even God says Gemini is pretty good, right? They'd be like, I don't know. I don't like making decisions, Archer. You just decide. You just decide. 5 of Cups. They don't like hurting people, and they wind up hurting people because they don't like hurting people. Because they're like, maybe their parents taught them, like, if you don't have anything to say, or if it's like, if you don't know what to say, it's better not to say anything. And then you wind up feeling like you're being ignored. And so you guys are relearning each other's love languages as a result of the people that are in your guys' lives on both sides, in order to get both you guys into a point so that you, Gemini, can call in your emperor, somebody that's on your level and has done as much work as you. Even for those of you that are married or in a relationship in the connection, because 80% of the readings I do, personal ones, are couple readings. And that's how they learn, they grow. And I'll tell you what, the married couples I read for, have been married 10 plus years, they held through stuff. And at time, the power of the pause allows them to come back fresh with the Ace of Pentacles and work through it. Some of you guys really feel like your life's a sitcom, right? And by the end of the day, you're sitting on your porch with your iced tea, and you're like, wow, that was a day, wasn't it? And it feels like it's the ending of a TV episode, right? Somebody is definitely in the public eye, either you or your person. I could be reading for a celebrity couple. Wouldn't be the first time. I like celebrity couples. You guys are people too. But anyways, let's see the outcome where it goes, because we're getting a lot of messages for just base cards. We're going to do the 6 of Swords, the power of the saws, Gemini. That pause is what lets this come in and unlock a complete treasure chest. It's like Pandora's box. By you going with the 6 of Swords, going with the flow, right? And allowing them to find their clarity, to make their own decision. For all you know, I'm one of their guardian angels, which I apologize to cross watchers. I'm sorry that I got picked. Anyways, Page of Wands. Oh, dude, Gemini. Yeah, this came out in the Taurus reading. So maybe it's going to be dealing with the Taurus. Or somebody here is a musician, an entertainer, or a singer-songwriter. All right? Because that does say house DJ. Somebody likes doing DJ mixes, vibes, and mashups. Okay? Could even just be a home studio. Pro Tools might be something that resonates. Okay, I dig it. Let's see where it keeps going. Page of Wands, Star card. That's what it is, Gemini. This lesson is a lesson built for two. You know how other tarot channels would be like, well, you got to be all fixed and all complete so that you guys can like work stuff out. This lesson is a lesson built for two. It's like, okay, it's like, think about, remember science class, Gemini, when like you didn't want to dissect the frog? It's that vibe. In that this lesson, this assignment, it's a lab partner group. You got to pick a lab partner and buddy up. And it's with you and your person. I do think, like, for some of you guys, it's one of their work friends or something that comes in and is like, man, you know, you love Gemini. All you do when you guys are in good mood is talk good about, you need to go make good on this. And somebody that's a little wiser than your person is actually helping mentor them or bring them into a point where they're ready. I like that. All right, let me get a couple clarifiers, because that was a lot of message just out of base cards. Wow. Okay, let's see where we go.
Biblical.
I am seeing, like, because I'm seeing those, I don't know what they're called, but you know how, like, when you're on Broadway, they're the, like, everybody has to pedal the things while they're riding it around.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that resonates.
Yeah.
but it's always playing like karaoke music.
Yeah,
DJ,
it's like a pedal board or something like that. Yeah,
like the Wedding Singer vibes. I'm gonna use the
Yeah,
biblical tarot
love that
for
movie.
clarifiers. I got a surprise deck I'm gonna bust out tomorrow for Cancer Leo.
Y'all don't want to miss it. It's a really fun deck.
All right. Gemini.
Thanks, TikTok.
Check this out. I got a plot twist I didn't see coming. That is one of my most favorite titles. If I see a tarot reading with a title, it's either Expect the Unexpected or Plot Twist. I love it. 3 of Wands. If I didn't know better, they've reached out to you and secretly, privately, cross-watcher, earmuffs, you're also giving them a 3 of Wands, but you're watching them from a distance. You're like, Archer, don't you say anything. I'm like, okay, I'm on your team, Gemini. You're like, I've forgiven them, but I'm teaching them a lesson, right? It's kind of like, it's like you forgive them, but you're making them earn it. Am I right? Because they did mess up. And so it's kind of like, you're like, Archer, don't tell them. I've already forgiven them, but I'm making them earn it. Straight up, right? It's that kind of a vibe. 3 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Okay, cross watchers, earmuffs off. Oh my God, Gemini is mad at you. What did you do to Gemini? Oh my God, you better make good on that. Do you got the Starbucks app? You might need to put a password in there. Do you got like the 1-800-Flowers app? That's a bit of what's going on. Okay. Because if I didn't know better, crosswatcher, I would say Gemini says that you will move an apology for making them wait so long in the 9 of Swords vibe, straight up. Yep, 10 of Pentacles. Boom goes dynamite. Did I not mention the 10 of Pentacles being that this is something that goes 10 plus years? You guys can totally work through this. Virgo vibes for the bonus. So you could totally be dealing with a Virgo. Somebody here might even be a Gemini moon. And something about August 8 or the 8-8 portal or repeating 8s. Somebody might even have repeating 8s in their screen name or their email address, I'm told. Okay? Because it is a very much that, like, it's confusing, the 8 of Swords, right? That's your vibes. But on the 8 of Pentacles, if I didn't know better, it's like a controlled silence. It's like a controlled demolition. What? I know, jet fuel still doesn't melt steel. But that's the thing. 8 of Pentacles to the 8 of Swords, right? You're working on yourself, and they'd better be working on themselves to match up, and one of you guys are testing the other one to make sure they pass the test, right? Because of what they did to you, it's a little bit of they actually do got to earn it back, right? Because you've given them a lot of chances. 10 of Pentacles. It's still something you want to go 10 plus years, and you're also allowed to be mad at them, right? Which is why I feel like in the 8 of Swords, just like how nobody knows how Jonah actually got inside the fish, it's like you got the message, you haven't responded or answered it, and you're unsure of what to do, right? It's a little bit of like, Archer, I love him, but I'm mad at him. I want to forgive him, but I can't go through it again. And you're like, I don't know what to do. There's indecisiveness on both sides of this, right? I got you. Okay, let's keep going. Hey, you show what up, y'all? I got you. All right. Some of you guys could be born on the 8th or the 10th. Repeating 8s are following you. The 2nd, the 10th, and the 20th. I'm seeing the repeating 10s are coming out. Somebody's a life path 33. And some of you guys, the strongest sign energy I'm feeling right now is going to be Scorpio, Virgo, could be another Gemini, Virgo, Aries, Libra, Taurus. What was this one? 8 of Cups, Pisces. Okay? Doesn't have to be their sun sign, but it's definitely somewhere in their chart. And Leo on the Page of Wands. All right. Are we besties now? Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Thanks, Galaxy. You got us. You're kind of a goddess, ain't you? That's cool. All right. There is really strong Virgo energy on this reading, Gem. Because I got the 9 of Pentacles here, but it's on the 4 of Swords. King of Wands, Queen of Wands. They see this as a marriage. They want you. Straight up. Oh, that's why I got the title I got. I wondered why when I was sitting there to meditate on the title, and I'm like, because what I heard was that it's a freaking Dusty Springfield song. It's an oldie but a goodie, straight up. It's that I don't know what it is that makes me love you so. I only know I never want to let you go because you started something. It's the King and the Queen of Wands. This is a very passionate marriage. It's an intense marriage. There's a lot of Ace of Wands energy behind it. It's that tension. It's like you're mad at him, but it's also kind of getting you Twitter paid, right? Because he's finally, it's like they're in the vibe here that like they do know what they want, and you're like, this is too good to be true, right? You're like, I didn't think they would even come back home. I don't think they even think of me anymore. Maybe it's just the vibes. You guys had a fight over the weekend and they went off in their couch crashing at their buddy's house or a brother's house or a sister's house, right? Because like some time apart was needed. And that's what's led them to have a little pause to come and want to be with you, because they do see the passion between you guys. King to the Queen of Wands. And some of you guys are already seeing previews and premonitions of it, because in the Queen of Wands, it's Deborah, the prophecy and the leader. Some of you guys, the name Deborah might even resonate, but it's that the dreams you're having are like premonitions or previews of how it's going to go down so that you know you can trust them, right? You're an air sign. You have the best control over your thoughts over any sign. All right, that's why you're the mutable air sign, because you can adjust on the fly. Okay. Nice call, I'm love. Thank you for the confirmation too, because I wasn't even sure if I was connecting to this. I was not sure. I'm not even here right now. Right now, I'm astral projecting. I'm still looking at that house I saw this morning in Mount Juliet. I'm like, I really want that house. Anyways, yes. Some of you guys could be making plans to move or move in together. Because look, the Three of Swords is them getting in their own way. Their own indecisiveness. Remember, rewind if you missed it, back at the beginning of the reading, when I was like, they're like, Archer, I don't know what to do. Please make my decision for me, because I like Gemini, but I think Gemini hates me. I don't know what to do. I don't like making neither of you guys like making decisions, because you guys are both unsure of like, is this really going to be a thing? Are we going to work through this? Yeah. It's like you're coming out of like like yes, no, maybe, I don't know, and just being like, you know what? I'm going for it. Olivia Rodrigo, Beckett, it's fine. They're going to reach out and just be like, I don't think you even get anything really drastic, just like a, hey, sorry. They're just going to, I think they're going to own it. Let me see where it goes. Because that Three of Swords, you might suspect that they've got somebody else they're entertaining. Could be like what somebody might call a work spouse or something like that, or a bestie. This is their own mind. They've been hurt. This is the rebellion against David in the biblical tarot. This is the fact that they've been hurt so much that they're very closed off, and that they're very hurt from what they went through before you, and that's why a lot of their old traumas come back up. And that's the vibes that I'm getting, is that it's a little bit that you guys are both scared of repeating itself, and it got stuck in what might be perceived as like a friend zone, or a friend with benefit zone, or a co-worker situationship thing. And that's the energy that's transforming and cycling out of it. Three of Swords, because it's the rebellion against David. It's the card of perceived value. Think about it this way, Gemini. Here we go. Let me see this Nine of Pentacles, Virgo energy. If I'm showing this card to you guys, you're seeing a Nine of Pentacles, right, Gem? However, I'm seeing a 6 from my side. So it's the way each of you are coming at this. Mm-hmm. It's not so much that you guys are in the friend zone, but you're actually in like, it's the friend phase. Phrasing. It's phrasing. Phrasing. It's not, it's like pursuing or a perspective energy, because it's not the friend zone. If I didn't know better, they still want to work through this. It's like a friend stage or a friend phase, so that you guys can actually get to know each other again. Can you guys handle being on a road trip in the car together? Can you guys handle grocery shopping? Guys, all you, everybody here, all of my male Geminis, can you handle Target? Exactly. You're going to sit in the car for 2 hours with the sign on your car window being like, I'm okay. She left water and she's inside Target. I'll be fine. She left the keys. Right? That's how you guys know you guys can work by the friends first thing. Okay? They realize that they're like, you kind of bring a lot of peace to them with the way you rule over the thoughts, being an air sign, in that, yeah, they might regret a little bit of how they approach this with their indecisiveness, but I'm going to give the cross watcher a little bit of a point in that it's just because that they're hurt too. You guys have both been through a lot before you met each other. That's why you guys both might be bringing up past traumas or fears of like, oh, I'm in the friend zone. Oh, this is that. I'm going to tell you what, you guys are both learning each other's love languages. It's a little bit of a lesson in perceived value to understand it, believe it or not. You guys both actually do want the same thing. Maybe some of you guys live in different parts of the world and there's a language barrier, right? Okay. Exactly. It could be something like that you guys speak different love languages. Some of you guys be dealing with Aquarius. Or like you're an air sign, you're dealing with like a fire sign. But think about that, air and fire. That's how you forge steel, like to make a big sword. Ding, 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 right? Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Says what? And that allows you guys to make it through this. Even for those who are like, this could wreck my marriage. This could be the end of it. This Four of Swords pause is allowing both you guys time to reflect, heal, and rebel against the Three of Swords insecurities and indecisiveness so that they can come in correct and match you on your level. It's kind of like why the Knight of Pentacles, I refer to it. Some of you guys, there might be children involved too, by the way. Some of you guys could have kids on the Six of Cups. This is the only time, this is the only time Jesus ever tipped a table too, when somebody messed with children. Some of you guys, maybe somebody uses kids as leverage. But in the Five of Swords, the Two of Wands on the Moon card, it's really that you guys both just think the other person hates each other and are both unsure of how to take this to the next phase. And that's the energies that you can overcome these fears in order to bring growth together. All right. I like the vibes on it. You have got strong Virgo. Cancer's here. There is Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, strong Virgo, Sagittarius, Aquarius. Interestingly enough, Gemini, there's not much Earth energy. A little Capricorn. That's it. So some of you guys, there could be like for the 6 or 7% of you no contact that somebody's still working on kind of grounding out, touching Earth, and having that moment to clear the mind so that they don't speak before thinking, right? Some of you guys are seeing repeating 3s and 8s, definitely, or you and your person born on the 3rd or the 8th, maybe the 7th, 27th, 23rd, the 18th, the 6th, 16th, 26th. Repeating 6s are showing up. That is some motivation. It's not always devil energy. Total bonus, angelic soul. Remember, the 6s are not always related to the devil. Again, perceived value, phrasing. The 6s are about motivation in order to power through a lot of those 5s, the struggles and the strifes. Because again, in perceived value, the 5s in the Bible are the number of grace. Give yourself grace, Gemini. You have been through a lot, and they are going to work to earn and prove it back. All right? They're different this time. And why? Your dominant rocks in Cancer. Exactly. That's the emotions coming back with a retrograde. That lets them go 6 of Cups. Pluto retrograde deeper while Venus is in Cancer. That it's all about love. And 4th house, 2nd house, bougie love. All right? It's MTV Cribs. You guys do wind up moving back in together, or just, I don't know better. Somebody's like, the distance part closes, whether it's physical distance or energetical, it's going to close up. And with the aces, I see the aces as like within, some of you guys are going to get the message while I'm talking. If not, add 7 days whenever you find this reading. And I love it for you, Gem. Wow. I'm sorry it's such a long reading, but it was in depth. Strong on the cardinal vibes too. All right. The Aries energy is pretty good. Cancer's looking pretty good. Libra's looking pretty good. Capricorn's digging it. So it is approaching 10 toes down. They are much more mature and balanced, even though they've still got that King of Wands, Queen of Wands passion for you. So I like it. Gemini, let's claim this. Remember, down in the comments down below, leave your text or your DM for them without saying their name. You're safe here. And that way you guys can reply, interact, and be a family. Help each other heal and get through these struggles so we can all get together and heal and just be happy. Remember, if hurt people, heal people, heal people. And now to close it out with an angel number that you'll be watching. You might start seeing this number in the week ahead on clocks, addresses, parts of yours or your person's phone numbers, or just something to watch out for in Google for guidance. All right. So on that note, over to you.
All righty. Your angel, Gemini, your angel number is 644 for struggle. Self-created stress is unhealthy. Be kind to yourself. Look at ways you can reduce self-created stress, self-created drama, and everything like that. Take those small steps. It doesn't have to be anything huge. Just take some time out to recognize where you're creating things that are harder on yourself than they need to be. So again, if you see 644 on the clock, or just 6 or 4 or 4, any of those numbers, that's an extra nudge from the angels and the spirit team. Hey, let that stuff go. Mic drop.
Mic drop, sunshine out.
Yes.
Gemini, I do hope this helps. Hope it resonated. If it did, please like the reading, interact with us. And if you would like to book a personal private reading with me, you can just scan the QR code, use the link pinned in the bio to take you to the Archer link tree. And honestly, factually, Sunshine does personals too. So you should also subscribe and follow. Plus, you got to do it if you want to giveaway. And yes. Caitlin and Frankie and everybody. And don't forget, comment on hers and comment on Kate. I'm my Gemini Mercury showing. My bad. Gemini, remember, this will resonate to any placement of Gemini in your chart because you're not just your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, but all the parts of your charts are what makes you pretty fly for a Gemini. And we are FHA compliant here, and we'll read for any sign or placement that desires and inquires. All you got to do is ask. All right? So Gemini, on that note, we'll see y'all tomorrow for Cancer, Leo, Virgo. See you Saturday for the live in persons thing. And on that note, we love these decks.
Bye, y'all.
I'm only giggling because I can't get freaking Taylor Swift music out of my head right now.
Gee, I wonder why.
Hush.
Yes.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Love you.
Stop it. Stop it, Archer. Thank you, guys.